How's it going? What's up, interwebs? Hey, so this is my beautiful wife, Christy. She's amazing. And as many of you know, or maybe you don't, she is a birthing boss. We've had four kids that are our bio kids, and three of them Christy has delivered herself. Two in the car. The first one, while I was racing down the freeway trying to get us to the hospital at 85 miles an hour, and she just delivered baby Liam. And then,
Surprise.
yeah, good times. And so we were really prepared with baby number three, and we were like, we will be at the hospital, and we went twice on false alarms, and then when it was really time to go, we made it like 3 blocks, and so yeah, baby Sterling was actually born in Imperial Beach. We didn't even make it out of town, so that's fine. And then we were very set and like working really hard with our newest baby Indigo to get to the hospital, and it was super funny from my perspective. Christy's like, okay, we filmed this thing with the news, and kind of contractions started on the drive home, and we were at home, and she's like, there's like a 60% chance that the baby's coming today. And I needed to hang a screen door like right now. And I was like, oh, that means we're having a baby today. Because that's what Evan with Sterling was like. We might be having the baby today, and I need you to clean the backyard. And so once nesting goes beyond her to me as projects, I know that the baby's coming. So I hung that screen door super fast, and we were
hmm
ready. And we got to the hospital, and earlier in the day, she'd been going on some walks after telling me that we were going to have the baby probably. And I was like, okay, just promise me that you're not going to go on a walk and have the baby without me, because I would be super sad if I wasn't there for the birth of our baby. And I know that that's just the way she is. She's awesome. She'd just like deliver her own baby. And so we go to the hospiel,
Is
and
this where I get to tell the
yeah, this is where
story?
you get to the hospital. At
You
11:58, we make it like normal people. In fact, we post this photo where we're actually there. We're like, "Yay, we're here like normal people." And then, Christy, what happened?
well, we checked into triage like always, and there's certain rules in triage before they'll admit you to a delivery room. You have to be, progressing so far in your labor, and so they send us back to a room and monitor us. And of course, we weren't there because we came in nice and early. So we were like, well, we have to get to the hospital safely, and we're not going to deliver on the way. But once it happens, it'll happen like that. So we're like, all right, we go in and we tell them our story though. Like, this is why we're here this
Yeah,
early. We know we're not having all the right signs yet, but when I have the baby, we're gonna have the baby in like a minute. So we're coming in, we're here.
yeah.
They're like, great. So they send us back to get monitored and monitor us for an hour and a half. And they're like, yes, of course, your, contractions are every 2 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, So they're like, all right, well, you can get up and go on a walk. We'll give you like 2 hours. Why don't you just walk anywhere in the hospital that you want? I was like, are you sure?
And
Like,
I had
oh,
fallen
yeah.
asleep at this point.
So Matt's sleeping in the corner. And I was like, oh, maybe I should wake him up and take him with me on this walk. And I was like, no, he just had brain surgery
Right.
and it is 2 a.m. He looks really tired. I'll just let him sleep for a few minutes and I'll be back. So I didn't go very far. So I take his laptop because it was 2 in the morning and I needed to numb my brain with something stupid on TV or something. So take his laptop and I'm, holding it up and walking around the hallways trying to
Hmm.
get internet connection and um, just do a lap around the triage wing and then head out to the check-in desk. And I was asking them like, oh, where do you get good internet in this hospital? I'm trying to watch this thing and the computer's not working, and where should I go? And they're like, oh, just go over by the elevators. And I just like stopped in a little side area on the way back there, and all of a sudden contractions got really intense and it was time to have the baby. So I had the baby, and and poked my head out, and there was a teenager in the waiting room. And I was like, hey, get those nurses at the desk. And I'm holding the baby. And she was just like, oh, and got the
Best
nurses.
birth control ever.
Right? So the nurses come out and they're like, oh my goodness, we heard somebody yelling and we couldn't find them. It was you. I'm like, yeah. They're like, there's no way we thought it was you. You were here like 5 minutes ago asking us where to get the best internet connection. Okay, whatever. I think it was really more like 15, but they swear it was five.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll compromise
so,
at 10. Yeah,
all
I
right.
think that's right.
Yeah, so there we go. Hello, baby Indigo. You and I had a nice bonding moment at your birth. It was very awesome. You were a good baby.
Yeah.
And took us back into a triage room, and we then wheeled us right up to delivery because you get to hang out in labor and delivery even when you deliver your own baby.
Yeah.
And they were awesome, took great care of us, and we got to stay and relax in the hospital for 2 days. It was great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jesus, for just the right kind of birth that we needed.
Seriously. So that's our crazy birthing story. And just from my perspective, like, I was awake and then, like, and then I was asleep, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and I was like, "Okay, no problem." And I fell back asleep, and then woke up, and I just felt like I'd been woken up, like I was awake, and it was like, and this is like when the baby's being born. It'd been like a long time since she'd come and gone since, and I didn't even know. And I was like, oh, I'm very awake right now. How long was I asleep? And I'd been awake for a few minutes, just kind of like being curious, like, where's my laptop? Where's my wife? I don't know. Not in that order. And then this nurse like bursts through the curtains, like, your wife just had the baby. Come with me. So I come with her, and then I got to cut the cord and do all that stuff. And Christy had one job, and she failed.
I did.
She wandered off and had the baby without
me.
me. But she literally delivered her own baby into her own hands. It's so awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good. And Indigo is the best baby ever. I mean, you've seen pictures of her. She's just amazing and literally perfect and cute. And what's so funny about our babies is they're born like instantly, so they spend no time in the birth canal, which means their heads are like all perfectly shaped, and they come out like little doll babies, and they're just adorable. And yeah, so they're really good and very photogenic. So here's some pictures of our baby, and this is my awesome wife, who is just a total rock star. And I have a gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
To open it now?
You get to open it now.
It comes in this shiny box.
It does come in the shiny box.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very cool. There you go. Ooh, look.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
There you go, right there. Let's see if it fits.
All right.
There you
Nice. There we go.
go. Ooh, pretty.
Nice. Look at that. Aw. Thanks, buddy.
You're very welcome. So you may not be able to see that, but it has a mom and a baby and a plumeria flower, because we're tropical like that. And inside that ring is a stone for each kid. So there's 2 for each of the 2 sets of boys, and then there's a matching set for the girls.
See them in there?
It's not as beautiful as you.
Oh.
Yeah, and inside there's an inscription. Can you read it?
It's hard to read in the dark, I'm sorry.
Well, it says blessed. Because there's this awesome verse in Proverbs that talks about a wife of noble character. Who can find one? I did. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it says all this great stuff about how she builds up her husband and does all these amazing things, and is a great mom. And these are the things that Christy is. And it says that her children and her husband will rise up and call her blessed. And so that's your special ring for being an epic mom, and just a wonder to behold as a mom. So you're the best. Okay, you guys go away. We've had 2. Well, so this, what is it? 4 kids, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 4. I'm gonna need to edit that out.